Okay, so today we will be learning how to do multi-step equations. So as you can see, we already have the problem written down. And the first thing you need to do is simplify the expression as much as possible. So to do that, you need to do negative 6 times 6a and then negative 6 times 5. And doing this is the distributive property. So if you do that, you get negative 30 minus 5a equals negative 36a plus negative 30, or it could be minus 30, either way, and then minus 4a. Okay, so now that we did that, we need to isolate the variable. And so the first way to do this is to combine these two on this side. So if you do that, you'll get negative 30 minus 5a equals negative 40a plus negative 30. And now's where the fun comes in. You need to combine terms. Combine like terms. So to do that, you need to add 40a to each side. So after you do that, you would get negative 30 plus 35a. So then that would equal negative 30. So now what you need to do is you need to add 30 to both sides. So by doing that, that will get rid of both the 30s. You would have 35a equals 0. So now what you need to do is you need to divide each side by 35 to isolate the variable. So if you divide 0 by 35, you will get a equals 0. So now we need to check our work by filling in any spots that have a variable in the equation. So by doing that, we would get negative 30 minus 5 times 0. So that would have to be equal to negative 6 times 6 times 0 plus 5 minus 4a. So what we need to do now is just solve it. So 5 times 0 is 0. Negative 30 minus 0 would have to equal, of course, negative 30. So then, it'll be equal to 6 times 0 will be negative 6 times 0 plus 5 minus 4a. So now let's use the distributive property, and we get 0, and we get negative 30 equals 0 minus 30 minus 4 times 0. So now what you do is you got to multiply 4 by 0. If you do that, you get negative 30 equals 0 minus 30 minus 0. So basically, if you solve that, you would get negative 30 equals negative 30, which proves, in fact, that a does equal 0, because the equations end off equal to each other.